Hello friends, I'm Anil Kumar Dharam, welcoming to the world of project management, and this in video I'm highlighting the key concepts of project management. As I have mentioned, motto of this training is to share my knowledge in preparing for PMP certification and experienced issues and about my planning and execution. Let's quickly move to our agenda for today's session, that is key concepts of project management. This session is very important for a project manager to understand the key areas in all 10 knowledge areas. As you know already, we have 10 knowledge areas in the project management, that is integration management, scope management, schedule management, cost management, quality management, resource management, communication management, risk management, procurement management and stakeholder management. Let's start each area with key concepts in this session. First, starting with project integration management. The key concepts for the project integration management includes responsibility of a project manager, integrative by nature, relationship between or within the process groups, alignment of project deliverables, project lifecycle and benefits realization, providing a project management plan, managing the project performance, integrated decisions, measuring and monitoring the progress, communication to stakeholders, formal close of phase, contract or project. So let's going into the detail, starting with the first key concept, that is responsibility of a project manager. The project integration management is the specific responsibility of the project manager and it cannot be delegated or transferred. The project manager is the one that combines the result from all the other knowledge areas to provide an overview of the project. So the project manager is ultimately responsible for the project as a whole. So this is the key concepts for the responsibility of a project manager. Moving to the integrative by nature. What is integrative? It means combining two or more things to form an effective unit or system. That is, projects and project management are integrative by nature, with most tasks involving more than one knowledge area. That is, mix of all the processes and the knowledge areas. Hope you understand what is integrative. Coming to the relationship between or within the process group. It means the relationships of the processes within the project management process groups and between the project management processes. I said between and within the process groups. So moving to the next key concept, that is alignment of project deliverables, project lifecycle and bandwidth realization, is that the project manager integration management is about ensuring that the due dates of project deliverables, the project lifecycle and the benefits realization plans are aligned. So these three are aligned for the benefits realizations. Coming to providing a project management plan. It means the integration management provides a project management plan to achieve the project objectives. Which are defined in the project management, it need to be achieved. Moving to the next key concept, that is managing the project performance. It means ensuring the creation and use of the appropriate knowledge to and from the project. That is managing the project performance and changes to the project activities. So it means that we need to maintain the project performance. Moving to the integrated decisions. That is making the integrated decisions regarding the key changes impacting to the project schedule or cost. This is the integrated decisions. Moving to the measuring and monitoring process. That is measuring and monitoring the progress and taking the appropriate action. Moving to the next key concept, that is communication to stakeholders. It means the integration management collects, analyze and communicating the project information to relevant stakeholders. Moving to the last key concept in the integration management, that is formal close of phase, contract or project. That means this integration management completes all the work of the project and formally close each phase, contract and the project as a whole. And also it manages the phase transitions wherever necessary. So these are the key concepts of integration management. Let's move to the next knowledge area, that is second, that is project scope management. Here the key concepts of the project scope management includes the product scope, the project scope and result in terms of the project life cycle, that is predictive or adaptive life cycles, and measurement of the project scope or product scope. Let's moving to more in detail. First, the key concept is product scope, project scope and result. That is, a scope can refer to a product scope. That is, the features and functions that characterize a product, service or result. Or to a project scope, the work performed to deliver a product, service or result within the specified features and functions. So this is for the project and product scope. Moving to the next, that is in terms of project life cycle, that is for both life cycles, that is predictive or life cycles. It means project life cycles range along a continuum from predictive to adaptive or agile. In a life cycle that uses a predictive approach, as you know already, the project deliverables are defined at the beginning of the project and any changes to the scope are progressively managed. Coming to the adaptive or agile approach, the deliverables are developed over multiple iterations where a detailed scope is defined and approved for each iteration when it begins. This is for the predictive or adaptive life cycles. Moving to the last key concept, measurement of the project scope or product scope. Means this scope management includes the completion of the project scope is measured against the project management plan and completion of the product scope is measured against the product requirements. These are the key concepts of the scope management. Let's move to the next knowledge area, that is project schedule management. The key concept of the schedule management are a detailed schedule plan, project schedule acts as a tool, and project schedule flexibility. First, we will discuss about the detailed schedule plan. This schedule management project scheduling provides a detailed plan that represents how and when the project will deliver the product, services and result which are defined in the project scope. It's a simple definition. Coming to the project schedule acts as a tool. It means this project schedule is used as a tool for communication, managing the stakeholder expectations and basis for performance reporting. So hope you understand it acts as a tool. Moving to the project schedule flexibility. When possible, this detailed project schedule should remain flexible throughout the project to adjust for knowledge gained, increase understandable of the risk and the value added activities. So this is a key concept. So moving to the next knowledge area, these are the key concepts of the schedule management. Let's move to the next knowledge area, that is project cost management. The key concepts of the project's cost management includes project cost and effective of project decisions, measuring the project cost, prediction and analysis of financial performance. That is, we'll discuss first, that is project cost and effective of project decisions. That is, project cost management is primarily concerned with the cost of the resources needed to complete the project activities, but it should also consider the effect of project decisions on the subsequent recurring cost of using, maintaining and supporting the project deliverables. Coming to the next key concept, that is measuring the project cost. The cost management includes the different stakeholders will measure the project cost in different ways and at different times. That is, the stakeholder requirements for managing the cost should be considered explicitly. Hope you understand these two concepts. Let's moving to the last concept, that is prediction and analysis of financial performance. Predicting and analyzing the prospective financial performance of the project product may be performed outside the project or it may be part of the project cost management. So these are the key concepts of the cost management. Let's move to the next knowledge area, that is project quality management. Key concept of the quality management, which includes here quality measures and techniques, quality and grade, prevention versus inspection, attribute sampling versus variable sampling, tolerances and control limits, cost of quality, and incorporation of planning and designing. First, we will discuss quality measures and techniques. The project quality management addresses the management of the project and deliverables of the project. That is, it applies to all the projects regardless of the nature of their deliverables. Quality measures and techniques are specific to the type of deliverables being produced by the project. So this is for the quality measures and techniques. Moving to quality and grade. What is quality and grade? These are both a different concept. Quality is the degree to which a set of inherent characteristics fulfill the requirements. That is, grade is the category assigned to deliverables having the same functional use but different technical characteristics. So the project manager and team are responsible for managing the trade-offs associated with delivering the required levels of both quality and grade. Hope you understand what is quality and grade. Moving to the prevention versus inspection. What is prevention? Prevention here is preferred over inspection. That is, it is better to design quality into deliverables rather than to define quality issues during inspection. That is, the cost of preventing mistakes is generally much lesser than the cost of collecting, that is, correcting the mistakes when they are found by inspection or during usage. This is prevention versus inspection. Moving to the attribute sampling versus variable sampling. Project managers may need to be familiar with sampling, that is, the attribute sampling. The result either confirms or does not confirm. And moving to variable sampling, the result is rated on a continuous scale that measures the degree of conformity. This is attribute sampling versus variable sampling. Moving to the tolerances and control limit. Many projects established tolerances and control limits for project and product measurement. That is, first is tolerances. The specific range of acceptable results is tolerances, and control limits, the boundaries of common variation in a statistically stable process or processes performance. This is tolerances and the control limit. Moving to cost of quality, which is very important. The cost of quality includes all the cost incurred over the life of the project by investment in preventing a non-conformance to requirements. That is, appraising the product or service for conformance to requirements and failing to meet requirements, that is rework. And cost of quality is often the concern of project management and also portfolio management, the PMO and the operation. This is about the cost of quality. Moving to the last concept, the incorporation of planning and designing. That is, the most effective quality management is achieved when quality is incorporated into the planning and designing of the project and product, and when organizational structure is aware and committed to the quality. That is incorporation of the planning and designing. These are the key concepts of the quality management. Let's move to the next knowledge area, that is project resource management. Key concepts of project resource management, which includes the role of project resources, need and developing the skills and competencies, role of project manager, team influence in different areas, allocation of physical resource management. First, we will discuss about the role of project resources. That project resources includes both physical resources, that is the equipment, material, facilities and infrastructure, and team resources, which includes the individual with assigned project roles and responsibilities. So this is for the roles of project resources. Moving to the next, need and developing the skills and competencies. It means different skills and competencies are needed to manage the team resources versus the physical resources. That is, the project manager is responsible for proactively developing the team skills and competencies while retaining and improving team satisfaction and motivation. Hope you understand the need and developing the skills and competencies. Moving to the role of project manager. The project manager should be both the leader and the manager of the project team and should invest suitable effort in acquiring, managing, motivating, and empowering the team members. This is the role of the project manager. Moving to the team influence in different areas. Here, the project manager should aware of the team influences such as the team environment, geographical location of the team members, communication among the stakeholders, organizational change management, internal and external politics, cultural issues, and organizational uniqueness. So, this is the influence of the team in different areas. Moving to the last key concept of resource management, that is allocation of physical resource management. Physical resource management is concentrated on allocating and utilizing the physical resources needed for a successful completion of the project, that is in an efficient and effective way. And also, failure to manage these and control the resources efficiently may reduce the chance of completing the project successfully. These are the key concepts of the resource management. Let's move to the next knowledge area, project communication management. What is communication? Before explaining about the communication, let's discuss on the key concepts which we have. That is exchange of information and communication, acts as a bridge over diversity, communication activities, communication hierarchy, consciously or unconsciously effective communication. Communication is the process of exchanging the information, as you know, intended or involuntary between individuals or groups. Communication describes the means by which information can be sent or received, either through activities such as meetings and presentations or artifacts such as email, social media, project reports, that is project documentation. So project communication management addresses both the process of communication as well as the management of communications, activities and artifacts. This is for the exchange of information. Moving to acts as a bridge over diversity, it means effective communication creates a bridge between the diverse stakeholders whose differences will generally have an impact or influence upon the project execution or outcome. So it's a vital that all the communications is clear and concise. So this acts as a bridge over diversity. Moving to the communication activities. This communication activities, which includes both internal and external, formal or informal, and written and oral. Moving to the communication hierarchy. Communication can be redirected upwards and to senior management stakeholders, downwards to team members, or horizontal to peers. This will affect the format and content of the message. Hope you understand the communication activities and communication hierarchy. Moving to the next key concept, that is consistently or unconsistently. That is, communication takes place consistently or unconsistently through words, facial expressions, gestures, and other actions. It includes developing the strategies and plans for suitable communication artifact and the application of skills to enhance the effectiveness. So, this is a key concept. Moving to the next, prevention of misunderstanding and miscommunication. We have to put effort is required to prevent misunderstandings and miscommunication, and the methods, messengers, and messages should be carefully selected. So to prevent of the misunderstandings and miscommunication, we have to take these measures. Coming to the last key concept of communication management is the effective communication, which is very important. Effective communication depends on defining the purpose of communication, understanding the receiver of the communication, and monitoring the effectiveness. Three key things: purpose, understanding, and monitoring things for an effective communication. So these are the key concept of communication management. Let's move to the next knowledge area, project risk management key concepts. Key concepts of the risk management, which includes the project risk, identification of the risk, levels of risk, that is individual or overall, are the risk thresholds. So let's talk about the project risk. All the projects are risky. That is, organization choose to take a project risk in order to create a value, that is business value, while balancing the risk and reward. So this is about the project risk, how you are going to identify it. Project risk management aims to identify and manage risks that are not covered by the other project management processes. So this is for the identification of risk. Moving to the levels of risk are individual or overall. That is, risk exists at two levels within any project. That is individual project risk or overall risk. Individual project risk is the uncertain event or condition that, if it occurs, has a positive or negative effect on one or more project objectives. And overall project risk is the effect of uncertainty on the project as a whole, arising from all the sources of uncertainty, including the individual risk, representing the exposure of stakeholders to the implications of variations in project outcome, that is both negative and positive. And also project risk management processes address both levels of risk in the project. That is, individual project risk can have a positive or negative effect on the project objectives if they occur. Our overall project risk can also be a positive or negative. And risk will continue to emerge during the lifetime of the project. So these project risk management processes should be conducted iteratively. So this is a key concept, that is the levels of risk. Moving to the last key concept, that is risk thresholds. In order to manage the risk effectively on a particular project, the project team needs to know what level of risk exposure is acceptable. That is in pursuance of the project objectives. This is defined by the measurable risk threshold that reflects the risk appetite of the organization and the project stakeholders. Hope you understand this, what is the risk threshold. These are the key concepts of the risk management. Let's move to the next knowledge area, that is project procurement management key concepts. Here we have the role of the project manager, agreements, law and regulations, and buyer-seller relationships. This is the key concept in the project management. Let's discuss on this project procurement management. The project manager should be familiar enough with the procurement process to make intelligent decisions regarding the contracts and contractual relationships. That is, the project manager should ensure all the procurements meet the specific needs of the project while working with the procurement specialist to ensure the organizational policies are followed. So this is an important key role for the project manager. Moving to the agreement. Procurement involves the agreements that describes the relationship between a buyer and a seller. That is, agreements can be simple or complex, and the procurement approach should reflect the degree of the complexity. And also an agreement can be a contract or service level agreement, and understanding a memorandum of agreement or a purchase order. So it will be an understanding or the memorandum of agreement or a purchase order. And also these agreements must comply with the local, national and international laws regarding the contract. So I hope you understand what are agreements. Moving to the laws and regulations on these agreements. The legal binding nature of an agreement means it will be subjected to be a more extensive approval process, often involving in a legal department to ensure that it adequately describes the products, services or results that the seller is agreeing to provide. It means while being in compliance with the laws and regulations regarding the procurement. So this is about the laws and regulations. Moving to the relationship of the buyer and seller. A complex project may involve multiple contracts simultaneously or in a sequence. This, the buyer-seller relationship, may exist at many levels of any project and between the organizations, both internal and external to the acquiring the organization. So these are the key concepts of the procurement management. Let's move to the next knowledge area, that is last, the project stakeholder management. Here the key concepts we have the significance of the stakeholders, engagement of stakeholders, identification of stakeholders, stakeholder satisfaction. Let's first discuss about the significance of stakeholders. Every project has stakeholders who are impacted by or can impact the project in a positive or negative way, as you know. Some stakeholders will have a limited ability to influence the project work or outcomes, and some others will have the significant influence on the project and its expected outcomes. So this is about the significance of different stakeholders on the project. Coming to the engagement of stakeholders, the ability of the project manager and the team to collectively identify and engage all of the stakeholders in an appropriate way. That is, it can mean the difference between the project success and the failure. So how the engagement of the stakeholders can be done? Here it's the key point here. Coming to the identification of stakeholders, how we are going to identify the key stakeholders. To increase the chances of success, the process of stakeholder identification is very important, and also the engagement should commence as possible after the project charter has been, that is, the project manager has been assigned and the team begins to form. Moving to the stakeholder satisfaction. The key to effective stakeholder engagement is a focus on continuous communication with all the stakeholders. That is, stakeholder satisfaction should be identified and managed as a key objective here. This is a key important thing. Moving to the last key concept, that is the process flow of stakeholder management. The process of identifying and engaging the stakeholders for the benefit of the project is iterative and should be reviewed and updated routinely, particularly when the project moves into the new phase or if there are significant changes in the organization or the wider stakeholder community. So I hope you understand the process flow of stakeholder management. These are the key concepts of the stakeholder management. So we have covered all the important key concepts of each knowledge area. These all key concepts are aligned with the PM Box 6 latest edition. So guys, please make sure that you should have full knowledge on this concept for your examination, and also to be a successful project manager and to run project successfully, we have to follow and understand this key concept. This ends the video. Hope you understand all the key concepts of 10 knowledge areas. Thanks friends. If you like this video, kindly subscribe and like. Post your feedback on the comments part, or if you require any other information, kindly send an email to my given ID. Bye for now.